Everyone. Today we're going to talk about the simple past tense in English. Okay, we're going to talk about regular verbs in the past tense. We are going to talk about how to construct positive sentences in the past tense and the different sounds in the past tense. Okay, the different sounds of ed at the end of each verb in the past. Okay, so I hope that this video is going to be very helpful for you, and make sure that you continue on with the activities below this video. All right?
Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the simple past tense in English. Okay, and when we do, we're going to talk about the simple past tense with regular verbs. Okay, there are regular verbs and there are also irregular verbs in English. Today, these are the rules for regular verbs in the past. So the simple past tense is very easy. Okay, here we have the past tense, the present, and the future, and obviously the simple past takes place in the past. It's used to describe a completed action in the past. Okay, so for example, I talked to my mom yesterday. Jim called me this morning. We finished our homework early. Okay, how to construct the simple past tense. What we do is we take the base of the verb plus ed, which gives us the simple past tense. For example, here in the present tense, we say, I work today. But in the past tense, we say, I worked yesterday. She talks to me all the time. She talked to me a while ago. We like the design. We liked the design. Right, so these are the exceptions to the simple past tense with regular verbs. When a verb ends in a consonant and a Y, we have the base of the verb, then we take away the Y, and then we add IED, which gives us the simple past tense. All right, so for example, in the present tense, we say, I study every day. And in the past tense, we say, I studied yesterday. Notice that in the word studied, there is no Y. Okay, only an I. The I replaces the Y, and then we add an ED at the end. I always apply for new jobs. I applied for a new job today. They tried to finish quickly. They tried to finish quickly. Okay, when a verb ends in a single vowel and a single consonant, then we have the base of the verb plus we double the consonant. So if a verb ends in a vowel and a G, then we double the G. We add another G. And then we add ED, which gives us the simple past tense. For example, in the present tense, we say, you slam the door. And in the past tense, we say, you slammed the door. Notice that in the present tense, slam only has one M, but in the past tense, slammed has two M's. My parents always clap for me. My parents clapped for me. Again, one P in the present tense, two P's in the past tense. My dog always begs for food. My dog begged for food. Again, one G in the present tense and two G's in the past tense. Okay, so here I'm going to talk a little bit about the different sounds of ed in the simple past tense in English. So the first sound is when ed sounds like id or id. If the last sound of the word is t or d, the ed will sound like id and create an extra syllable. So for example, and also the sound is what is important, okay? This is very, very important. The sound is what is important, not the spelling. All right, so for example, we have the verb want. The last sound of want is t, okay? So in the present tense, we say, I want to be with you. But in the past tense, we say, I wanted to be with you yesterday. Notice how wanted sounds like an id at the end. Wanted, id. I wanted to be with you yesterday. All right, now when ed sounds like a t, if the last sound of the word is unvoiced, the ed will sound like t. Okay, so common unvoiced sounds. All right, the p sound, which is p, the f sound, which is f, the s sound, which is s, the sh sound, which is sh, the th sound, which is ch, and the k sound, which is k. Again, remember that the sound is what is important, not the spelling. And I'll give you a good example here. The verb like. The last sound of like is k, okay, because the e is silent. So the last sound of like is k. In the present tense, we say, I like your idea. And in the past tense, we say, I liked your idea before I talked about it to my boss. Okay? I liked your idea before I talked about it to my boss. And you can see here that talked also sounds like an ed at the end because the last sound in talk is k. Okay, so I liked your idea before I talked about it to my boss. And then finally, when ed sounds like a d. If the last sound of the word is voiced, the ed will sound like d. Okay, and these are all the other sounds that I did not mention before. Okay, any other sound that you hear that I didn't mention before will be a d sound. Okay, and remember that the sound is what is important, not the spelling. So for example, we have the verb play. The last sound of play is a y sound. So in the present tense, we say, we play together every day. And in the past tense, we say, we played together when we were little kids. We played together when we were little kids. We don't say played. That's wrong. We say played. Okay, there is not an extra syllable. It's just played. All right, so just to remind you, this lesson was about positive sentences with regular verbs in the past. Okay, and the next lesson will be about negative sentences with regular verbs in the simple past. There are irregular verbs in the past tense, okay, and we will talk about that in one of the next lessons. All right, so I hope this was helpful to you. Continue on with the activities, and I will see you in the next video.